week as I was walking out of our meeting, Sunil asked me a very curious question. Meet, what are we doing right now? We have so many new members. What do you think is working for us? I thought, what a wonderful question. How about I make a speech out of that? And here I am, going to be talking to you about what has worked for us, but also what has not worked for us in the past. And at the end, as members, be successful to recruit more guests and make them into members. Let me first start with what has not worked for us in the past. We have tried various ways of attracting new members. Bhavik, have you started receiving the Toastmasters manual at home?
Yes.
Right? What we have done with those manuals in the past is, once you've read it, you bring it to the club. You erase off the name from that Toastmasters manual and leave it at a doctor's office or in the library, in various different places. And every time a member comes here, we ask them, how do you come? Today we asked Bogi, how did he hear about us? And he said, meetup. I have almost never heard anybody saying that, hey, they picked our manual, that's how we found our club. But that's not to say that we give up on those methods. We only focus on the ones that has worked better for us in the past. A second thing that we have tried and has not worked as well is leaving the leaflets under the banner outside the door over here. We have left new membership application forms and FAQs. But again, I've never heard anybody walking in and saying, hey, I picked up the leaflet over here and that's why I am in your meeting. That hasn't worked so well for us. Third thing, and I think this is the most important factor in considering converting potential guests into members. Again, this has not worked very well for us. Our open houses have been planned in the very last few days of the deadline. We've planned an open house within 1 or 2 weeks before the actual date of the open house. That does not give us enough time to reach out to the community. And that leads me directly into the membership drive that has worked well for us. An open house that was planned at least 5 to 6 weeks before the deadline last time worked tremendously well for us. We have so many new guests from that membership drive. Bhavik is one person that I can think of who was recruited from that open house. Kathy was another person who was recruited from that open house as well. So one thing that has worked well for us is planning the open house way ahead of time, at least 5 to 6 weeks ahead of time. A second thing that has worked for us really well is Kumud's efforts. I really want to acknowledge the efforts she made during that open house drive. She printed out the banners and brought it in for all our members. She insisted that each person has to go in their community, put these banners up in the library, put these banners up in restaurants, put these banners up in the churches. That has worked very well in my opinion. The visibility of the club has increased tremendously. And the third successful drive that we have had so far is Meetup. And what we can do as members to make this drive successful. Remember, when you go back today, leave a comment as to how this meeting went on meetup.com. Remember, next time before the meeting comes, RSVP yes for the upcoming meeting. People are watching these comments. People are watching how many people are going to attend the next meeting. It helps us make our drive more successful. in conclusion, I would like to say, hey, let's keep this club open for all ethnicities. And for that reason, we've also changed the name of the club from ICC Articulators to simply Articulators. I think that has helped in attracting other ethnicities as well, other than simply Asians. So please keep that in mind as well. When you go out recruiting new members, this club is open to all ethnicities. The more mix we have, the better it is for us. Thank you.